Well, howdy there, folks. So this is your host, ID Jester. Welcome to Citizen Bank Park here for opening day 2015. We have the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. This is the actual game from 2015, opening day, April 5th, I believe it was. And Boston traveled to Philadelphia. This is actually the first game for Boston of the season, but I've played some game during the season with Boston already. So it shows they're 1-0, but going into this game, they will actually, obviously being the first game of the season, they would be 0-0. We have a huge pitching matchup here today. Clay Buchholz is on the hill for Boston, going up against Cole Hamels. So two excellent pitchers and two excellent lineups here for 2015. Well, let's get right into the action. We'll talk about the players when they come up. First of all, Cole Hamels here for Philadelphia. If we look at his stats line from real life here, he was 13-8, 3.65 ERA, 190 hits, 215 strikeouts, only 59 walks. So lots of strikeouts, not many walks. He'll be facing off today against Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts doesn't have any stats, so let's let it roll and see what we can do here. We're certainly hoping that for Higher Ground Gaming here and on of his YouTube channel, you should definitely check out his YouTube channel. He does lots of baseball simulations. He's a big Boston fan, so we are going to be trying to get Philadelphia to knock Boston off today, even if we have to cheat. Anyways, Cole Hamels is out on the hill, and he's going up against Mookie Betts here. So lefty-righty matchup right off the bat. We got a 5-3, 5-3. He's going to start off with a possible home run here. And I should know if you look at this number to this number, if you roll down here. I think you roll down here. Let's see if this changes. Yes, this should have changed green if that was the case. So you're going to compare this to this, and this, of course, is going to home run with the question mark like this one here. If it just says home run, then you're going to compare this die to that number. I believe that's how it's run. So because this number didn't fall within, he didn't get a home run. So Mookie Betts is going to get a 5-6, and instead he's going to ground out to third base there for the first out. So almost a home run, but got under it a little bit too much, popped it up to third base. All right, Cole Hamels is pitching now to Dustin Pedroia. So Dustin, back in the day, I got so much to say about Boston. That's just, I used to really root for Boston on back in the day before they started winning. And, cheering him on. And Dustin Pedroia, he came up, he was like rookie of the year and then MVP of the American League, and he was like one of my really, really tried to cheer him on and stuff. But now, I just cannot stand his attitude. He's just got that, I don't know, it's that cocky little, attitude. I don't know. It's just something about him that steers me the wrong way. Anyways, that's just my own personal opinion. So let's see how he does here. 5-1, possible strikeout, no strikeout. And 3-2, he's got a single into center field there. So figures, after I got talking smack about one of the players. Now, David Ortiz is like the exact opposite of the way I feel about Dustin Pedroia. Like I said in the beginning, I was rooting on Dustin Pedroia. He was the little guy, and nobody gave him a chance, and he was hustling and effort and all that. And then he turned into this cocky little shit. And I used to hate David Ortiz. Oh my God, I used to hate him so much. In fact, the World Series game against the Cardinals, oh my God, he made me so angry, so angry. The Cardinals couldn't get him out. I mean, he was so much on fire. And you think I would hate him for that, but I don't. I kind of actually respect him because he has that. Unlike Pedroia, he's got that attitude that's like, hey, I'm just here to have fun and play the game. And, whatever happens, happens. And, he's had so many big moments, Ortiz has, really. Um, you know, just game after game against the Yankees when they came back down 3-0 and then ended up beating them 4 games to 3 games. It was just I used to root on Boston so much when they played the Yankees because the Yankees were I hated the Yankees so much, and so I'd root on Boston. And then Boston got really good, and because now I'm kind of things go in a cycle. It's hard to say. It's now if Boston played New York, I would probably root for the Yankees just because Boston's had so much luck and so many good seasons. And I always root for the underdog anyways and root for the guys that don't win. And, anyways, David Ortiz is up. 2-3. Hit by pitch? No, he's not hit by the pitch. 3-2. He had a ground ball to G4 would be second base. They're going to look for the ground ball double play. Utley over to Galvis. Galvis over to Howard. Ground ball double play.
Holy cow, what a double play!
Ortiz hits into, and that's funny how that happened. And it's not that I'm talking smack about Pedroia. It's just I don't like him now. He's transformed for me, and then he gets a base hit, and then I talk good about Ortiz, and he hits into a ground ball double play. So, I used to hate Ortiz, but now he became just that lovable guy that looks like he's, just doing his best to try and, do the best he can for his team. And he's not overly cocky and unlike Pedroia. Anyways, Pedroia and Ramirez are like my, Hanley Ramirez with these little dreadlocks and colored gold dreadlocks and his stupid attitude and everything else. Oh man, I hate Boston. And I used to root on Boston when they played the Yankees, but not anymore. I'm gonna have to. That's just gonna cut off right now. Just can't do it anymore. All right. So Clay Buchholz is on the hill for today. It's his first start of the season, obviously. He's going up against Ben Rivera here. So lefty-righty matchup again. 6-6. That is not a strikeout. So Ben Rivera gets his on base. He's in the left field, and he's on base. We're going to sacrifice right off the bat. Are you kidding me? With the two-hitter, I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to use my own strategies. Sometimes, it's just a random roll what'll come up, but just why would they sacrifice in the first inning with the two-hitter up? No, they're not going to do that. All right, so Clay pitches to Herrera, 3-2. Air and a ground ball. Possibility. 5-3.
Line drive down the right field line, slicing toward the corner, air ball! Off the wall!
Right field line, it's a fair ball, and he's able to get it in quick enough that they hold the runner at third. He is not going. if the roll is less than or equal to the runner. So he's got a 2, and they rolled a 3. Runner advances, no throw. Runner holds. All right, so first and second, nobody out. Well, let's see if we can get Philadelphia a win here. That would be great. 4-3. That's a blank. Chase Utley's up. 1-3. And he's going against the righty.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall. And one hops the wall.
One hops the wall, and he's on second base. Stand up. Nobody's out here. And Clay Buchholz is getting rocked his first game.
Everybody clap your hands.
That's right. Clap your hands. 5-6 ballpark. Citizen Bank Park here. 5-2 is a 9. That is going to be a single. A 9. He rolls a 3 if it's less than or equal to the runner, which is a 4, so he's going to score. And Ryan Howard knocks in an RBI early in the season. Still, nobody out, and I know Higher Ground Gaming is about ready to turn this video off, but stick with me. I have a feeling Boston's going to do okay. We'll see. All right, 4-1. Hey, there you go. What did I... no, wait, yes. Okay, that is...
Swing and a miss! Struck him out!
Struck him out. Brian Bogzufish? Not sure how to say his name. He's the right fielder, and got a righty-lefty again. 2-6. Possible strikeout. And another strike.
Great ball.
And just as I say that, the Higher Ground Gaming to continue watching, look at what happened. 2 strikeouts in a row. 3-5. Error to throw possibility. 3-1. And that is a fly ball to right field. So
Out!
No error because it was caught in the air. All right, so 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors, and after 1, 3-0 Philadelphia. Can Cole Hamels keep up the good work? Hanley Ramirez. And maybe this is why I don't like Boston anymore. It's because when I did rooting them on, it seemed like they had these players that were workers, and they were, you know, the underdog, and they appreciate everything. And now it seems like the guys they have on the team are just, it's all about me, look at me, me, and that's just my opinion. And I'm sure Higher Ground Gaming will give me his thoughts after the game, because I'm sure he sees a lot more than I do of Boston, but it's just somebody that sees them from afar. 6-6. No strikeout for Ramirez. 5-2.
You're out!
Hits it into right field for the out. All right, and Pablo Sandoval, the Panda Bear. See, I like the Panda Bear. Maybe him and Ortiz seem like they made a good matchup. Found a little chemistry together there. 5-5. That's a wild pitch, but nobody's on. 2-2. That's a strikeout.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Shane Victorino. I can say his name. Shane Victorino. He's kind of got a cool name, actually. He is, of course, the right fielder. 1-3 ballpark. Citizens Bank Park. Let's see what happens. 2-6. It's a single past second there. That's it. No special, nothing else. All right. Shane Victorino is going to try a steal here. He's got a great chance, so we're going to do a steal here. 14. He's got a 20, so yeah, he's stolen base for sure.
Safe.
And Shane Victorino goes on to second base there. All right. Xandar Bogaerts. 2-5. And no strikeout. 6-3. Single. And Victorino is going to come around to score. That's an RBI for Bogaerts. And Shane Victorino puts Boston on the board. Hamels and Ryan Hannigan. 2-4. Ground ball. Oops. No, I'm sorry. 2-4 up here. That's a walk.
Walkney, good base on balls.
We got first and second. 2 outs. Well, we can't bunt, so he's going to have to pitch or bat. 4-4 as a range play. That's a 5-6. That's a 2-1.
Ground ball up the middle.
Hits it right back to Hamels. Hamels guns
That is
it
a
down
really
to
good
first
play.
base. He throws it mad to first base for giving up that run. So after 1.5, it's 1-3. And coming up will be Freddie Galvis. Freddie Galvis. I need to get my pictures. I used to have pictures. I don't know what happened. Logos. I'll have to talk to about Higher Ground Gaming about sending me some photos and some images for my. I thought I used to have these imported into this. Anyways, because it's always nice to see the player's photo there, so I can go, oh yeah, I remember him. But I don't remember Freddie Galvis. Let's see what Freddie Galvis can do against Clay Buchholz. So 5-1. He can strike out. That's
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And Cole Hamels pitches, or bats. And let's see what he can do here. That's a 3-4. He hits it back to. He hits it back to third base for the out. I always get 5 and 6 mixed up on the numbers because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go all the way over here for 5. Then you go up here for 6. I don't know why they just didn't make it a loop, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So I think these two positions should have been reversed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. Anywho, Ben Revere. Ben Revere steps in with 2 outs. 2-6. And another strikeout. And Buchholz, after our first
Have you picked
inning,
your
a very
designated driver for this evening?
rocky
Please
first
remember
inning.
to drink
He's settled
responsibly.
down now. Mookie Betts. I like him. 2-3. 2-3. No hit by pitch. 4-1. And it's going to be a fly ball to right field.
Ow!
And Dustin Pedroia comes back up. Who's 1 for 1 today. 2-6 is a blank. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't like Dustin Pedroia. 1-5.
Out!
And this time he hits into left field there for the out. David Ortiz, Big Poppy. And they won't pitch.
Outside! Base on ball.
They don't need him. And that's what the Cardinals should have done when they played him in the World Series. Just walk him every time. They should have just walked him. I couldn't get him out for the life of him. Too many hits. 3-4. Possible strikeout. No strikeout for Hamels Ramirez. 41.
Out.
That's ground ball right back to the pitcher. And for the second inning in a row, the pitcher gets the last out. So after 2 innings, 1-3, Philadelphia still clinging to that lead. Buchholz comes back out, and Herrera's in. Possible strikeout.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Chase Utley's 1-for-1 today with a double. 5-5. That's going to be a range play. 4-6. 4-6.
Line drive.
That's a liner to Ortiz, who doesn't have much range. Only got a 2. He failed. And it looks like it's going to be
Moving over forward, and it's past
base error there. Or not error, but just couldn't quite. Hot shot down the line. Ortiz just couldn't get his glove on it. It's nice to see him actually playing the field instead of DHing. But, you know, can't DH when you go to the National League parks. That's what makes the National League better. That's another dig for Higher Ground Gaming. Anyways. Oops. Clicks next back. There we go. Alright, here we go. It is Ryan Howard. Chase Utley. Chase Utley, I'm going to give Chase Utley try another steal here. So we're going to try a steal. And this time, no sir, they gunned him out. Caught stealing.
Yeah.
Bang. That was a great throw from the catcher there. Ryan Hannigan. That time they were prepared for it. And they gunned him down. Good job for Boston. 5-4. That's going to be another strikeout.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
All right, back to the Panda Bear there. 0-for-1 today with a strikeout. 5-2, and he got himself
He struck him
a
out.
pair of strikeouts now. Cole Hamels is up to 5 strikeouts already. Shane Victorino, the base scorer. 4-4. That's going to be a range play. 1-4. That's
Fly ball, left center field. Tries to catch it.
Center field. He's got a 5. That's a 2. That is successful.
Terrific play.
He's got a lot of range out there. That's not bad. Their infield is a little susceptible. Howard, Utley, Galvis are all 2s. Those are below average. 3s are average. 4s are above average, and 5s are like outstanding. So, all right. So that was an out. So Bogarts is up. It's 1-for-1 today with an RBI. 3-1. Error and a throw possibility. And we got a 4-2. That is going to be a pop-up to send to who was that? To third base. That's going to be Cody Ashen. All right. So bottom of 4. 6-1. Another strikeout. Boy, he's on a roll. He's on a roll. Brian Pasuvic. 1-6. Another range play. So Ortiz is below. Sandoval is below. Bogarts is below. Ramirez is way below. Betts is above average. Pedroia is above average. Victorino is above average. So let's see what we can do with this range play. 5-5. It's ground ball to short.
Deep in the hole. Tough chance.
Yep. And
Let that ball get by him.
all right. Cody Ashy. I think that's how you pronounce his name. We're going to put on a stew again. They're going to try it again. Oh, and a second time in a row. They gun the runner out. Man.
Ow!
All right, that might keep him from running more. That's for sure. I thought this is going to be easy pickings today with these very fast Philadelphia players. But Hannigan is doing well. All right, so 2 outs now. 6-2, no walk. 6-6 against a righty is going to be ground ball.
Out!
To shortstop there. All right, so after 4 full innings, still 3-1. Cole Hamels coming in, still pretty good shape. He'll be facing Hannigan, Buchholz, and Betts. 6-6, and Hannigan's down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him.
Third strike there. He does not like the call. Gave the ump a little bit of a lip as he walked back to the bench there. Clay Buchholz, we're in the top of the 5th inning. Yeah, he'll bat. There's no sense of pulling him. He seems to be on his A game right now. Range play. It's going to be an S8. Herrera is a 5. He definitely is going to make this. But it looks like all runners click in for a double. Okay. Double for Clay Buchholz, who lines one into center field. And even the speedy Herrera had to track that one down. We are going to try a pickoff here. Pick them off. They rolled a 2. So a roll of a 20, pick off a 10, roll of 1 to 20, and a pitcher. So it's actually a balk. 1 to 4 is a balk. And pickoff would be 5 to 8. So he balks. So Cole Hamel balks and gets a runner over to third base. And this game is not over by a long shot. Just 1 out here. Cole Hamels needs to 1-3 range play again. Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 2 today, 3-5. That's a blank. That's going to be a oops. I know you guys can't see it, but it's waiting for me to answer this question first, and then I'll drag it over here. But basically it says, if runner on first, ball hit to right side, strikes runner. If runner on first, ball hit to right side, strikes runner, runner out, batter credited with single. Otherwise, G3, no runner on first. Is the base runner going to try and score? Well, there is no base runner on first, so we don't have to worry about that. Is the base runner on third going to try and score? Let's see. What is his? He's got a base running 3, which is average. There is how many outs? There is 1 out. So higher ground gaming, I don't know what you'd want me to do here. If I say yes and he doesn't make it, then you'll be mad. If I say no, then you'll be like, well, you should have sent him. But we're going to send him because I'm kind of an aggressive guy anyway, so we'll send him. Will the defense try for the out at first? Or do they try and gun him down at the plate? Will the defense try for the out at first? No, we're going to try and gun him down. So here was the message. If runner on first, ball hit to right side, strikes the runner out. Batter credited with a single, otherwise G3, no runner on this. So I guess we can close that now. If runner heads for home, if the 1d6 higher than the base runner is out, otherwise he's safe. So it is a 5. He is a 3. He is thrown out. Not forced out. No, he can't be forced out. There's nobody to force him out. It's got to be a throw out. Forced out. I don't know why he's grayed out like that. Fielder's choice. It still won't give me the... No, that says caught stealing is over here. Why does this also say caught stealing? I don't know if that's a bug in the game. See how that says caught stealing? That says force out. This should be thrown out, just like this one. It says throw out. This says throw out. This says caught stealing. Well, he was forced out, I guess. So he's going to be out.
You're out!
Normally, it would have been a thrown out. But for some reason, that one was not there. All right. I'm sure Higher Ground Gaming is watching my every move here to make sure I didn't screw it up. Because he, I'm sure, is rooting on Boston to come back. And he doesn't want me screwing him over on purpose anyways. All right, that's 2 outs. Runner at first. Mookie Betts, he's pretty fast. You know what? We're going to try steal with Mookie. Stolen base. We need to do this here. Steal. So he's got it. Gone. Stolen base for Mookie Betts. No problem. All right. And Dustin Pedroia now has a chance for an RBI. 2-2. And no, does not strike out. 6-6 against a lefty is going to be a
Out!
ground ball to second base for the out. All right, bottom of 5, and that was an interesting inning, I'll tell you. Freddie Galvis. 1-6 range play. Again, Boston does not have very good range right now. 6-6. It's a fly to Victorino.
And a high shot down the right side.
A 6. He's got a 4. And it's a 6, so it's going to be a double.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
Run all the way back to the wall and get it. Playing in Philadelphia's home park, Boston doesn't play here very often. They're just not used to the wind and the dimensions of the ballpark, and it got over Victorino's head. All right, so man on second, nobody out. And, oops, yes, that's right. Cole Hamels is up. Well, guess what? We're going to sacrifice. No, we're going to bunt, hit, squeeze, pick off, hit, run, sacrifice. All right, we're going to try a sacrifice. Do I have to click anything? Bunt, check chart. I would like to bunt, but then it says bunt/hit. I don't know which one I should choose. Is it sacrifice or is it bunt? I think it's sacrifice. I think this is when you're trying to bunt for a hit, though. I think this is, you're giving yourself up to get the runner to go. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see what happens. 1-6, range play. Oh, again, Boston does not have good range out there. He lays down the bunt, 4-6.
Deep in the hole, tough chance.
Bogarts can't make the play. That's a 2. So
He doesn't have it.
and Cole Hamels gets on with a tricky bunt there. Maybe I should have tried the bunt / hit. And actually, he was on second, went to third, and now is base running advancement. Okay, so he did go to third on the advancement there. Okay. So click here for the next batter. All right. Clay Buchholz is starting to fall apart here in the 5th inning. Maybe they shouldn't have kept him in the lineup there, but we'll see. 3-6 against a lefty. It's going to be a walk, and we got bases loaded. Nobody out here.
Outside. Base on ball.
Oh, did they pull Clay Buchholz, or do they leave him in? Well, let's see who's coming up. We got a lefty, and a lefty. 3 lefties. He's a righty, so they are going to pull out Buchholz. Oops. This. They're going to bring in a lefty here. Robbie Ross. Craig Beslow. They're going to bring in Robbie Ross, I think. 54 games. Throws left. 3.86 ERA. 53 Ks, 18 base balls. All right, Robbie Ross is going to come in and see if he can buckle down with a bunch of lefties coming in. Herrera, so they got the lefty-lefty matchup. 5-1, and works out. They could do a safety squeeze play. Now, with only 1 out, they just chase Utley's up. Just let him hit. Just let Chase Utley hit. 4-4, another range play, and that's what's killed Boston, their range. 2-5, that is going to be to third base Sandoval.
Hard ground ball.
Sandoval makes a great play.
Boy, he had to cover a lot of ground to make that grab.
Are they going to try for the double play? Yes, try for the ground ball double play. Ground ball double play is a 4, and that's what they rolled. So it is a ground ball double play. No runs across with bases loaded, nobody out. And I can't believe it. A range play for Boston saves the day. Pablo Sandoval. Wow. Somebody buy the Panda Bear a popsicle because that was amazing. 1-4 range play for Ortiz. 6-1.
Hard ground ball up the middle.
A fail.
Moving over for it, and it's past him.
Couldn't get it. And Ortiz is on board for the 2nd time today. Manly Ramirez 0 for 2. We could try and steal Ortiz, but he's pretty slow, so 3-4. 3-4, and no strikeout for Ramirez. 2-2. Ground ball to Utley. Utley in over to Galvis. Galvis to Howard, and guns him down for.
Holy cow, what a double play!
Holy cow, double play. I think that's the second time Ramirez has hit into a double play today, I believe. Uh, and Pablo, who saved a bunch of runs that last inning, made a great play. 2-4. That is going to be
Out.
That was an H. I didn't even see what it was. Flight out to right field. It looked like it was. Let's see if I can see it on this card. It was like a weird HR or something in brackets. Anyways, it was an out. So after 5.5, still 3-1. Robbie Ross is in. Still facing a lefty, a righty, and then a couple more lefties. So 2-1. This time Ryan Howard takes ball.
Walkney, good base on balls.
And you know what? I'm going to try a little hit and run action here. Hit and run cannot be attempted. N. Okay, well, we won't try a hit and run. 1-6 range play. Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh. Let's see, can Boston pull it out again? 5-2. That's a question mark 9. It's a 19. That is an F flyout.
Out.
Lined out to right field. F9. It must have been an F9. One out. Bobby Ross still in. 2-1, and he walked second.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Second runner today he's walked, and now he's officially tired. We got one more lefty, and then a switchy, and then a whole bunch of lefties again. Being officially tired, though, would... Yep, they're going to pull Bobby Ross. They're bringing in... let's see here. Craig Breslow. Sorry. All right. See what he can do. He's a lefty. And it looks like Philadelphia is just lined just about all the lefties that they had probably on their staff today. There's only one righty in the game. So this is a bad matchup for Boston all the way around. They have the non-ranged players. They have to play Ortiz in the field, and they have come up against a team that has got nothing but lefties on their staff. So bad all the way around. So if they could pull this game out, I hate to say it, but kudos to Boston. Anyways, it's not over yet. 2-6. Strike.
Great call.
Freddie Galvis, shortstop. He's a switch hitter, so he'll actually be batting righty. So there's only going to be two righties in the whole lineup. 2-4 against a righty is an automatic fly to center field.
You're out.
All right, top of 7, still 3-1. Interesting game, not a lot of scoring, but a lot of awesome, really good close plays. Great game. All right, Shane Victorino, 1 for 2 today. 6-5, and this time he goes.
Great call.
Xander Bogaerts. 6-2. 3-2. Fried out to right. I'm sorry, fried out to left. Second out, Ryan Hannigan. 0-2. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. I think top of 7's a little early to be pulling people, so let him hit and see what happens. Didn't strike out. Let's see what he's got. 5-2. He's got a ground ball to Ashy over here for an out. Alright, I think Cole Hamels' day is going to be done. Put the books on Cole Hamels here. Oops. I got to do it up here, don't I? Somewhere. This guy. Alright, so who's pitching? A lefty's pitching for Boston. That's right. So we should try to bring in a righty. Well, how about... Let's look at some averages here. Here's a switch hitters. Andres Blanco. He's had 233. Yeah, let's try him. Good. All right. 3-1. Range play at the ballpark. This is usually an interesting one. And this time, that's going to be a G2 catcher. Catcher is successful. He's got a range of 3.
An outstanding play.
Hannigan has probably been the MVP for Boston so far. Thrown out 2 runners trying to steal and made an awesome play there in the defense. So kudos to Hannigan. Ben Revere. 3-4, another range play. 2-4. This is that one. It's an HR/P in brackets.
Out!
That is a fly out to right field, I guess. Okay. No range play on that, I guess. And that's 2 outs. One more. Craig Breslow. Herrera 2-5. He walked him.
Walked him. Good base on balls.
He walked him. Herrera, not that speedy. 13's not bad. Chase Utley. I don't think we want to take the bat out of Utley's hands, though, so we'll let Utley go. We're not going to try and steal. That's a 2-5. That is a walk. And back.
Walked him. Good base on balls.
That's it. Breslow's out. Let's see who we got. A lefty, righty. Oh. Do they pull him or do they leave him in one more to try and get this last lefty? Then they can bring in a righty to try and get Ruiz and then bring in a lefty again. Ryan Howard is too dangerous, and since he's tired, we're gonna pull him. We got a lefty, righty, lefty. So another lefty if we've got it. Our lefties, we're down to our last lefty here, Tom Lane. Tom Lane coming in for Boston. Facing Ryan Howard. Now this is not Ryan Howard in his prime, take it, but still a deadly force if he gets a hold of it. 4-6. Oh no. Oh, he didn't walk him. I was going to say, is that another walk? But he didn't walk him. 6-1 and gets it. All right, so what are we doing here? They're going to be bringing in a righty, I think, because they're going to be replacing the pitcher, right? Oh, are they going to because they're out of lefties. If they get rid of Tom Lane, they're out of lefties. And then they got 2 righties coming in, so we'll put in a righty. And we're going to bring in Ken Giles. He did have 15 saves on the year. He's got a 1.8. think we're going to bring in Ken Giles. What? I'd like Ken Giles to go there, please. Really? Don't be freaking messing with me like this. This interface. For the love of God, please fix it. All right. So here's where Boston runs into a problem. Because if they replace Tom Wayne with the pinch hitter, they got no lefties left to bring out. They'll have to be bringing righties out. It is the top of the 8th inning. But do you start your pitcher? Do you keep your pitcher in to hit just so we can pitch against lefties? I don't think so. I think, if I was the manager, I would probably pull him. Take my chances with my right-handed pitchers and see what happens. So let's look at some averages here. So Jamal Weeks, but he only had 9 at-bats. That's why he has such a high average. Brock Holt. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, Brock Holt. He's a good little player. Whatever happened to Brock Holt? So let's see what happens. Ken Giles, Brock Holt. Big at bat here. 4-2 and struck him out.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, Mookie Betts is back up. He's over 3 today. 6-1. Another strikeout.
Strike 3
And Ken Giles has come in and fanned 2 players here in the 8th inning. 6-5. 6-5. That's a 1-14, so it's not a single. It is a roll down here, I believe. 3-run against a righty is a single. Dustin Pedroia is 2 for 4 today. A couple singles. David Ortiz is up. Ken Giles is pretty much spent here, so they're going to bring in a lefty for Ortiz. And they only need 1 out, so we're going to bring in... They're going to bring in Elvis Araujo. Elvis Araujo. I'm not sure how to say his name. Elvis Araujo versus David Ortiz. Big part of the game here. 2 outs. David Ortiz, it would be so funny if he got a home run, because I talked in the beginning about how, David Ortiz has had so many big moments. Huge moments. I mean, his career is just a highlight reel if you're a Boston Red Sox fan. If you're a Yankees fan, you probably hate him because of all of the things he's ever done. But let's see. What can he do in this spot? 1-4. Oh, my God. Do you see what I see here? That's a home run possibility. 3 matches that. So we're going to roll down here, and a 1-17, David Ortiz just tied up this game. He did it. He did it again.
Back, gone.
OMG. David Ortiz. Wow. And I know Higher Ground Gaming is going through the roof cheering at this point. Wow. David Ortiz again. It's just, you can't hate him. He's just so clutch. It's just so many times. You know, if it happens once or twice, you consider yourself lucky, but it seems like it's happened to him 50 times in his career. Oh my God. And 2 outs. You know, it's never like, with 1 out and you had somebody else as a backup, unbelievable. He's amazing. 6-4 and no walk. 2-3 and that is an auto out, fly to left.
Out!
All right, well, Boston, it's not over yet. They still got to get through this 8th and ninth inning with only right-handers. So can we sort? No, we can't sort. We're going to bring in, nope, that's our closer. We're going to bring in, Chizawa. Ichiri Chizawa. Check fielders. Pitcher, Chizawa, please. Thank you. All right. Chizawa's got to face Ruiz, Bugasvix, and Ashi. Well, let's see what happens. 3-4. And that's a 13, so it's outside that. So I believe we roll down here. That's a 3-4. That is going to be a fly ball to right.
You're out!
First out, Chizawa, Brian Begovic, Begovic. 1-5. And I believe that means it's a blank. Okay. And a 5-5 is a ground ball to short.
Out!
And one more, and Chizawa might get out of this inning, and we might be heading into the ninth inning tied up. 4-6. 2-5. That's a single. Do they try a steal? There's only a 7. Nope, I don't think you try it. We could try a hit and run. Let's try a hit and run. That's what we're going to try. Get them in motion, see if maybe they can get a single and get this guy over to third base. That way a wild pitch or something will score him. Let's see what happens. 3-4. That's a 4. That is a 1-16. S1. So that's a single. And Cody Ashen, because he was in motion, instead of having a base running of 3, he'll have a base running of 5, and that's enough to get him over to third base. So good call by the manager there. Thank you, me. Well, Elvis, nope. Elvis, goodbye, Elvis. All right, who's pitching? It is a right-hander, Chizawa. Of course, they're all going to be right-handers. What am I thinking? So, they have no lefties left. So, let's see here. Franco? Played in 80 games, 304 bats. Yep, he sounds like a good player. Mikel Franco steps in against Chizawa. Chizawa's actually tired at this point. Do they pull him, though? There's 2 outs, first and third. They just have to bring in another righty. There's nobody else to bring in. Oops, sorry. If I go here. I mean, everyone left in the bullpen's a righty. So we would replace him with a righty. Looking for somebody with a low ERA. Heath Hembry. Kojo Tihera, who is their closer. We'd like to save them for the 9th inning. We just need somebody to get one out, and then we can bring in Harry in the 9th inning. No matter what call I make, it's going to be the wrong call. But I am trying my best, Higher Ground Gaming. I am trying my best to do the best I can. So we're going to bring in Ogando. All right, Alexi Ogando. See what happens. 3-3. And no strikeout because of the 20. Franco, 1-4, and that's an out. Fly ball right field.
Yeah!
All right,
Remember to get your
we got a
copy
lefty
of
and
the
then
souvenir
a bunch of
program.
righties. So we need a lefty to come in, get one out. Pitcher. We need a lefty to get one out. Now the question is Sandoval. Are they going to pinch hit for Sandoval, who's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts? Let's see who we could bring in for Sandoval. He's playing third base. Josh Rutledge or Devin Marrero. He bats, where is he? He bats lefty. He bats, who's coming? Wait a minute. Who came in? A lefty came in. So a righty's what we need that does third base like Josh Rutledge. 74 at bats. He only played in 39 games. His base running is a 2. His bunt is a 5, actually, which is gosh darn pretty good. All right, for Sandoval, we're going to bring in Josh Rutledge. He's going to replace Sandoval. All right. Oh, God damn it. Can I put him as the third base? Josh Rutledge. Third base. All right, there we go. All right, let's put it on, see what happens. Jake Dykeman. 4-2. And struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Yep, Shane Victorino, 1 for 3 today. And they're going to pull Dykeman, who just needed the one, because now we got a couple righties, 4 righties in a row. So, Luis Garcia's coming in. And you see all this managerial strategies here. That's the National League for you. That's what the National League gets you. A lot more strategy involved in the game. Instead of just having your 9 best guys out there, you have to worry about the pitcher position. All right, Luis Garcia. What are we doing here? Shane Victorino. This is 1 out. It's a 6-2. It's a range play. And we got a 6-3. That is too short.
Hard ground ball up the middle.
And Utley drops the
Let that ball get by him.
and falls in for a single. So good managerial position there. Not only that, but Shane Victorino is a 20. He's going to try and steal that base. He rolls a 12, and he will advance to second for Xander Bogaerts. 4-1 against a righty is going to be a walk.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
A couple more righties. He's not quite tired yet, but hasn't been very effective. Ryan Hannigan, 4-1. No walk. 4-6. That's a fly ball left.
Out!
Everybody clap your hands.
This is second out. All right, Alexi Ogando. We're going to have to, let's see, righty's pitching for, where is it? Yeah, righty is pitching for, so do they have any lefties? Travis Shaw there. Travis Shaw. Time for him to shine. Three six. That's a walk.
Walking, good base
Got
on balls.
bases loaded. Garcia is getting pulled. And, wow. They're going to have to bring in Papelbon. They didn't want to use their closer this early, but phew, they're running out of options. He can face 4 batters, so if you get the second out here and the 3 outs in the ninth inning. All right, here we are. Papelbon, Betts, bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Big play here, 3-3 against the righties, a strikeout.
He struck him out.
What? Oh, I got to do that for. They're running out of pitchers as well. Too many changes. Did they bring their closer in? Try and get 3 big outs? I think they do. Oh my gosh. Pitching? Yes. Here we are. Back to the game. All right. Bring in Koji O'Hara. All right. Ben Revere, Herrera, and Chase Utley could win it for Philadelphia in the bottom of the ninth. Both teams got their closers in, hoping to somehow squeeze out a victory in this one. 5-3, and even with the K plus, it is not a strikeout. Ben Revere does not strike out a lot. 5-3. Yep. Okay. 1-2. That is a single.
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh, and who do we have? Ben Revere has got to steal. He's got to try. And this time, stolen base. Big play there. Big play. Even the game had a steal as the option there. So even if I didn't decide to do it, the game was like, hey, you should try to steal. All right, bottom of the ninth. Nobody out. Man on second. Herrera. Herrera. Let's look for somebody that can bunt. How about this guy? Hernandez. Hernandez is going to come in and try to bunt. I don't know if it's sack or if it's bunt. I did the sack once, but it didn't bunt. Check chart. Steal. We know it's not steal. Hit and run, pickoff, sack, squeeze, bunt for hit. All right, I think we'll leave it on that and see what happens. Steal attempt, strategy roll, 1d20. Hit and run, bunt, check chart. I don't see bunt. I see bunt slash hit. So, well, I guess we'll assume that. See what happens. 1-6. Uh-oh. That's going to be a walk for Cesar Hernandez.
Walking, good base on balls.
Ahara here. Koji. Now, Chase Utley. Oh, Chase Utley, do you really? You don't want to bunt Chase Utley, right? I mean, that doesn't make sense. Nope, I guess we'll just let him go. Let's see what happens. I mean, it would be the smart thing to do, and even though he's like one of their best players, but still. No outs, first and second. Do you really bunt? The only thing that'll kill him is a double play here. It'll absolutely kill him if they get a double play, and that would really suck. Nope, I guess we'll just let Chase Utley back. See what happens. 5-2. Uh-oh, hit by pitch. And yes, hit Chase Utley in the shoulder. And O'Hara has come in and really put Boston in a bind now. Ryan Howard. Bases loaded, nobody out. They got Howard, Ruiz, and Bugustvik. He could do a squeeze play or a bunt. I mean, anything probably is going to score a run here sooner or later. We'll see. 2-3. Uh-oh. Oh, no home run. No home run. It was not in the category. I thought he was going to give up the monster shot. 3-3. It's a fly ball. Failed SF roll. Used throw chart with only base running and outfield arm. So failed the SF roll. I don't know what the SF roll is, but 3 and a 3, and that's it. It's deep enough by Howard to let Ben Revere score. And that should be the ball game, yes? Yep, there it is. Philadelphia defeats a valiant attempt by Boston. Very valiant attempt. 4-3, and quite an exciting and interesting game. Lots and lots of good action there. Whew. I know Higher Ground Gaming's not going to be happy that I brought in whatever the closer's name was. Or whatever his name was. But, yeah, just ran out of pitchers. That's the way it is. O'Hara. Probably should have maybe brought somebody else in, but who else are you going to bring in? A guy with a 6 or 7 ERA? Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, that was a heck of an interesting game. Here's the play-by-play. If you missed some of it, just kind of scroll through it, kind of slow. You guys can read it if you want. Just pause it if you're watching this later. And there was. So in the ninth inning, let's see what happened. So let's see here. So yeah, Ogonia pitching, O'Hara relieved Ogonia. So Rutledge, Ben Revere singled past the pitcher. Then he stole second base. Then Hernandez hit O'Hara, hit him with the pitch. Then he walked Hernandez. Oh no, Chase Utley was hit by the pitch. Cesar Hernandez hit for. Oh, yeah, he hit for O'Hara. He was gonna bunt, but actually got a walk out of it. Then Chase Utley was hit by the pitch. There was a walk and a hit by pitch that really killed him. And then, yeah, Ryan Howard just deep fly out to center field. Ben Revere scored. Quite an interesting game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know Higher Ground Gaming probably not happy that Boston didn't win, but you can't win all 182 games. And they put up a very valiant attempt. And I thought Ortiz was going to have another moment. I really did. I thought it was going to come down to him in the top of the 10th inning, and he was going to hit another bomb and put Boston ahead. I had already planned that. That was what was going to happen. So, yeah, love these moments. Glad you watched. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.